Season 2 has arrived. It's Ryan Primetime Jones from my minds. Different element, different levels. As you grow, we grow.
And it's Jarmel Mello Arrington. We back. Season 2.
So we're gonna leave it to you, man. Like the floor is yours. It's your show today.
What's going on, man? It's been a while, man. You had a long race. We've been going for a while. You already know. So how did you enjoy the whole political journey?
I think it made me grow, man. Like it gave me a level of like learning the whole game first time. You know, from a media guy, I look at it from a media perspective, doing sports, covering sports, research, things like that. But, you know, politics has its own way of researching and doing things too. It's a different game, but they both do the same thing. You got to research and know what you're talking about. For me, myself, it was tiring. It was very tiring, right. But at the same time, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. I loved a lot of things about it. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, like, man, could I do this again? I mean, I lost the race. And people are already calling about running another race. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. But, you know, and right now I just want to focus on me, focus on my family, my team, the people who was around, that, like, was around just out of genuine love. That meant a lot. You know, so knocking doors, talking to people, having events. You know, I just felt like, you know, I did everything that I need to do. But now, if I go into another race, whenever I do it, like, I know what to do, how to do it, how to process, how to move things. And, man, I loved it, man. From a mental standpoint, man, again, it was tiring. But at the same time, like, I appreciated every single thing that happened, man. I'm going to tell you now, man, it ain't easy.
Yeah.
But they say, what old folks say, it's hard, but it's fair.
Yeah.
And, like, to see the numbers and the people I came out, the ward I was at, to even get the numbers that I had, like, I embraced it as a good thing. A lot of people look at it like you lost. No. Don't get twisted. Mr. Jones don't do that. But
yeah, just getting one person to vote for you. Hey, I mean, somebody got your back. So yeah, I mean, I respect that 100%. But so yeah, that's dope though. I mean, yeah, that whole like I said, being a supporter of course you, my brother Jay Kelly or whatever. So I seen it in different forms. And it's a lot goes into it. A lot. You got a lot of dedication. You got to walk neighborhoods. You got to put out flyers. You got to do a lot. So I commend you for it. Like I always told you from the jump, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the race. Whatever happened, happened.
And that's where I'm at, man. So now to the next part. The media side is about to come out of me. So, like, at the end of the day, like, win or lose, whoever's in those seats, the constituents expect to hold them accountable. Meaning that I'm going to be at meetings. I'm going to be there. I'm going to research everything just like I do in sports. When I cover sports, because sports, everybody says my bread and butter, because that's my natural ability to know it. Right. So when I go to these meetings, I'm letting everybody know now. Raw thoughts. Don't look at your paper, your agenda a day before, because I'm going to put the pressure on you.
Come on now.
I'm going to make sure you hold accountable. You ain't going to sit in that seat just to chill and relax and feel like you should sit and rock your chair. I understand as a political official, you got to be careful what you're saying and all that stuff. I get that. I'm a media guy. I know media verbatim. I work for a professional news station. I know media.
Yeah.
So that means that I'm going to be looking for things, not in an angry way, more like, okay, you're in seats, all of them in seats.
You said you was going to do something, you need to do it.
Right. So I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to research it before I ask it. I ain't just coming there with no fun dummy stuff. I ain't going to come there with no boo-boo the food stuff. I'm going to, you know, you're going to be able to answer questions.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have no muzzle. I feel like it's unfair if a person can come in there and ask a question and you don't give them an answer.
Yeah.
You know, and you sit there and you be quiet. So if people in the community talking about stuff from a month, from the last meeting to now, I'm going to research the answers before I come into them. If a person is just coming to talk about just whatever's on the agenda, I'm going to be able to come and ask. I'm going to tell you now, I'm different from anybody else. You can give me the agenda 2-3 days later or a week later. I'm already thinking about things that are going on. People post so much stuff on social media that they discuss that really they want answers to in the community that might not even go on the agenda. So I'm giving it to you verbatim. Like, I'm going to come up there with things that they already said, doing my thorough research a month before the next meeting. So when I come, I'm coming with direct data and direct facts. So you need to know, the agenda is cool. Because some people get that agenda late. And we're not gonna keep doing that. Like you gotta be held accountable. Even if you're right or wrong, constituents want to hear you talk. They don't want to see you rocking in chair, chilling and looking like doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And that's the issue with a lot of things in politics. People just have people sitting in seats just to hold seats for whatever reason they want to hold, which I know is probably bones in the background, whatever it is, and
Popularity. Man.
Yeah. And so you're gonna be able. So when I come to these meetings, and I'm going to come to a lot of meetings, I'm going to be way more consistent because I understand when it comes to politics, you can't just be running and then just disappear. I'm not a person going to disappear. I'm going to be in front of everybody, for the sheriff, chiefs, whatever. It don't even matter who around. I ain't got nowhere to hide. So I'm going to be asking questions that mean a lot to the constituents because the constituents need to hear you. Not you sitting in the seat, not you sitting there chilling, not you just whispering to one or two constituents when you got thousands of constituents over here, but you're only talking to two or three. Yeah. No, because I knew if I was in that seat, I would get questioned about everything that someone never get questioned about. Yeah. Never get questioned about. And I ain't just talking about from a background. I'm talking about more so of political standpoint. So I'm already prepared. I'm already well ahead of the game. And when I come to that podium, you need to have yourself together. Whatever you're gonna do, what you're gonna talk about. It ain't gonna matter because I'm gonna tell you now. If you come with something, you can't ask that question, which that shouldn't happen. Oh no, we're not doing that. I already got to be prepared. You ain't gonna muzzle me for something that I'm not asking crazy and wildly. So I'm going to make sure I hold all people accountable. It's some of them that talk and express their feelings. Then it's some of them just sitting in the seat, just wasting time, just being raw thoughts. They just there and they want to say they're serious. You're not serious. You're just sitting there because somebody asked the privilege to give you the seat. I'm just being raw thoughts for now. I have a chance to say that now because I'm not in the seat.
The race is over, baby.
Yeah, the race is over. I can say what I got to say now. Some people just hold the seat because somebody behind the scenes gave them a seat. They gave them a seat. They didn't earn it. They gave it. Go ahead.
Popularity. We know that. I mean, like I said, half of the world don't know nothing about what's going on politically anyway.
Right.
I mean, you get your facts off social media. That's the way the world works. People vote for who they like. Yep. Nepotism, like I said. People didn't vote for Obama because he was going to change the world. People voting for him because he was black. Being honest, or whatever. I argue with a girl or whatever. Jay Kelly, my brother, I love him to death. Girl said, well, what has he done for the ward? I don't know. I didn't write it all down. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, my brother or whatever, I support him and I feel like Ward 7 need to change. That's what I voted for. That's my one thing. It ain't about necessarily this or that. Or whatever. I just felt like, he a black man trying to make a change in a ward. That's something different. So that's inspiring for the people. Like I tell him, it's inspiring for people that's coming up because they believe they can do it. So,
and that race, man, in New York, like even though I ain't even looked at it a lot, I just saw the victory speech. But, and I don't even want to say his name wrong, but when he won that race in New York as a mayor, he broke down everything that the people wanted to hear. When I knocked on doors, when I got people to come out and vote for me, it wasn't about how much money they had, whatever they had. It was about me trying to make sure we do things to beautify those areas too. If they don't have the money, people will say, people so manipulative. Like they'll talk this side of the way, and then they'll talk out the neck this way, and they'll talk the neck out that way. Like these people don't have the money. But it's a lot of landlords and people who are making profits off of these people, but don't spend money in those areas to take care of those people. Not saying those people don't want the money, but you talking about beautifying something, do this and do that. And then you'll say, well, that's not our problem because they ain't got the money. Some of these people are really not in a place to make money because they're disabled or they're hurt or whatever. Like you can't talk about beautifying an area without having the necessary resources in the area. And that was my fight. Like, I get certain areas need this, certain areas need that. Like, I'm just tired of, like, people, like, making excuses or trying to reword things and word it in a way. I'm a media guy. When I hear you say, prime example, if a person says, if I talk to you got my support, well, good luck. I already read it. When you say good luck, because if I say I got your support, you'll say, okay, yeah, you got my support, Ryan. I'm gonna vote for you, blah blah blah. You're not gonna say good luck. I already knew it then. You ain't coming this way. So like, I understand wording.
Yeah, I'm
like,
reading on people.
I'm big on that. So like, you're talking about certain areas need this, need that, but like these areas have not even been fixed or had things done, and they may say fastest and third. Like these areas need to be beautified too. If you want areas to be beautified, you gotta go into those areas and beautify them. Some of these houses, they've been made in the 30s. When my grandma was living. Go ahead.
Glad you said that, man. They got that's 100% correct because I rode through. I'm from Whitaker's or whatever, so I ride through the uptown part of Whitaker's last week, and I mean, there's trees going over the buildings, houses. Like my old neighborhood, you walk through. I mean, it's houses that you can't even see, like trailers behind the trees. Like they look like they haven't came and done anything. So that's why, yeah, we need change for sure. Because I mean, in Whitaker, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I mean, I know they just had an election, but some need to be done. It's ridiculous. I mean, that didn't make no sense. So I mean, like I said, you think about the property value. You bringing the property value down. People ain't gonna want to move in the neighborhood, and you got trees and all over houses and stuff like that. That means rodents probably run around.
Man, listen.
Like
listen. Like, that's another story. That's nothing to be
that
talked
stuff
about.
matters.
But yeah, it does. All right, go. So for me, on another level, before we get off, because it's like a teaser show. Mentally, how are you right now?
Everything good, man. Like I said, excited to be back doing this. This was kind of like my little therapy or whatever. Come and talk to y'all just about real life stuff. We're gonna up it a little bit this time around though. We're gonna stay in our bag now. You done with the race. We're gonna pick it back up, get that momentum flowing, keep on riding, but everything good mentally. Straight.
So for me, raw thoughts, mentally, now when you think about mentally, like I think about people, suicide, things like that. People are killing themselves or whatever. It's a issue that needs to be helped, resolved. Some people may care, some people may not. I'm big on, man, when I'm dealing with folks, I believe in like a lot of people hold so much in. They hold a lot in because when you're going around folks, everybody got their own issues, whether they rich or not, like, or they're just doing good. Like so many people have things. So when they get around certain people, they expect a certain aura about you, your happiness, your pure energy, whatever it is. That doesn't mean that they're the person that's smiling all the time or talking to you all the time or being happy. No matter if you want to say it's this, is that. A lot of things and a lot of people's fault. People have passed. People have things that have happened that they can't really change in the past, but only can process in the future. But people still try to hold whatever it is on them in the past to try to neglect what they're trying to do in the future, all because of if they're happy or not. A lot of people hold so much in on purpose because, or intentionally because they don't want to come around with the energy, because if this person's going to do something and you're going to do something, it gives like a negative connection compared to like negative positive connection. And some people just got to hold a lot in, and it may come off as toxic. Some people may say it's character. No, it's not character, man. For me personally, man, I've been dead for 10 years in my life, like alive. In my body, I felt dead for almost 10 plus years, and people look at it like it's a character issue or whatever. Because you can't get out and express that to somebody. You can talk to therapy, cool, great. But therapy sometimes don't even really understand. And you only got a particular area of people you got to deal with. Like, I've literally felt dead for a long time. It don't matter what a person do, how they do, what they try to help with. You still can't compare to character. Some people say character is a one-sided show. It's not, because you don't know what a person going through. And if people don't express that out loud, that's why you get the suicide rates. That's why you get the depression. That's why you get this, get that. And people want to make it because who you dealing with or how you dealing with somebody that it's always your fault. It don't even, some situations, they'll manipulate it as about character. Some situations, it'll be about the person. It's all about whoever person likes or whatever they feel a person is or not, without understanding the person's issues, could have been traumatized from day one in drama. But people don't want to hear that, because if they're dealing with their favorite person, they're going to always go with their favorite person no matter what it is. It ain't gonna matter if it's about your character, how good you are, how nice you are, if you're bad or good. People going to rock with who they rock with. And ain't nothing you can explain to them to make them feel like you're right or wrong. And it's people that some people deal with all the time, who pick and choose about character, life, and stuff that they deal with all the time, that they still will say they won't tell them about their character, but you hanging with them and dealing with them, but you'll manipulate somebody else you don't deal with. Like, that's the type of stuff, man. Like, for me, my energy, my battery was dead until recently. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had the most outside politics. It's been peaceful. It's been good. I have my energy back up. It's been draining. But me saying that will come off in a bad way, like I think I'm better, or I'm this, or I'm that, I'm not good enough, or I have a bad character. No, it's not. It's just, I feel at peace. And I don't care what I go through right now, it's still more peaceful than dealing with chaotic situations and no matter how I say it, how I write it, it's always I'm gonna be wrong. So it ain't gonna matter how I say it, how I deliver it, I'm gonna be wrong. And that's why I be careful about what I say, and that's why I hold so much in, because in the day, it ain't gonna matter. But that's raw thoughts.
That's why you gotta enjoy the peace. I see. Yeah, you gave me some raw thoughts right there. But yeah, I just like I said, believe in man. Like I said, when I see people, I try to talk to people or whatever. Because regardless of what I'm going through, I might make somebody else's day. So I'm cool
Right.
with. Like I said, I'm always gonna see you. I know you. You call me, holler at me, whatever. We always gonna rock. I always gonna holler at you, give you some conversation because, like I said, you might make somebody's day or whatever. You don't know what nobody going through. You don't know what I'm going through, but it make my day to make yours. So yeah.
Damn,
We
that was so
good.
simple. With that being said, anything else before the show go
That's
off?
it, man. We a little something. We be back.
No doubt. From My Minds, episode 1, season 2. It's gonna be better, bigger.
We got some
And-
guests. We gonna do it. We can do it bigger this time around.
Get ready.